Hello Aries, and welcome to your Tarotscopes for the time of May 2014. Now we will be covering your home and your family, your career and your goals. We'll be looking at your finances, health and well-being, and also your relationships during this period of time. Now everyone's still been asking which cards am I using. I'm using the Carolyn Tarot. These are a tarot deck that I've actually designed myself. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, for your home and your family during this period of time, you're basically going to be finding that this is really one of those months that there is quite a lot of change going on. You may even be finding that travel becomes quite the strong flavour of the month. You're looking outside the square of what you've normally been involved in, okay? So there's quite a lot going on. This could be also that you're looking at ways that you can initiate plans, get, ideas off the ground, step outside your normal comfort zones. There could be quite a lot to get organised during this period of time, but whatever it is, it's quite successful. And you're going to be finding that where the home and the family is concerned, it's all about connection. It's how can I do this? How can I get that going? It's about ticking the boxes off. And you're going to be finding during this period of time also that it involves travel and it involves, connecting up with people, okay? It could be even that you're booking a holiday of some sort. If that's the case, and this is going to be fantastic. So it's definitely going to be a strong focus of a lot of changes in the home and the family. In connection with your career and your goals, now you're going to be finding during this period of time that it's like as if you're not in sync with what you need to be doing, and you could be finding that your career or goal aspirations seem to be a little bit on the back burner. It's like as if you're ready to go ahead, but others may not be at this time to kind of support you. You may also be finding that everything seems to be here, there and everywhere, but nothing seems to be kind of coming into play for you. It's not saying that this isn't going to be a favorable time with your career or your goal aspirations. It just means that you may need to slow things down enough, okay, to reassess whether this is what you really want, whether these opportunities are going to be beneficial, because I just feel like things aren't slotting into place for a particular reason, and maybe that's kind of like a little bit of a, like an alert to really look at this before you kind of cement your decisions or your choices. Now, for those that are looking for work, you may be finding that it's like waiting. It's the waiting game. Look, you might go for the interview. You might find that everything's going really perfect, but nobody's getting back to you. It's like as if you just seem to be waiting all the time. This will change by the end of the month, but unfortunately, you're going to have to get through at least the first 8 to 16 days before this happens, okay? After that, you're going to see that, some of those challenges that may have been there will start to work themselves out. In connection with your finances, look, it's all about what you want to do and how you want to achieve it this month. And you could be taking some very good calculated risks with your finances. So you may be spending, you may be taking a chance that that there'll be enough to cover it, that this is going to be a worthwhile endeavor, especially if you're doing anything just before taxation. So you're hoping to kind of get it back within the taxation period of time. You may also be finding that, you're taking a few what we call kind of stepping outside your normal boundaries on the finances. Now, whether these will pay off or not, I suppose it really does come down to how risky it is. I do feel that you aren't wasting your finances, but you're definitely not going to spend money where you don't need to. So you are quite kind of diligent in that way. In connection with your health and your well-being, now you are going to be finding during this period of time, okay, that there is a little bit of anxiety around. Now look, health and our well-being, our mind, our body, our spirit, everything to do with our emotions all hinge on our physical body. So when we're feeling anxious, we'll create areas such as headaches or palpitations or insomnia. We'll upset our tummy. We might kind of find that the lower intestine goes through a bit of an issue. We get aches and pains. That's what happens. That's a reaction. That's how our body reacts to stress or anxiety. And maybe this is one of those months that you may be finding that you have all these little niggly issues kind of coming up, and it's just your body saying, hey, you're stressing too much, you're worrying too much, you're trying to do too much. Take the pressure off yourself, don't be as critical. You may find that things ease themselves up, okay? So it's like not to be anxious about what's going on, but really to kind kind of find a way to take a little bit of a relaxation or to step back from situations. In connection with your relationships, look, the best thing to do this month where relationships is to go with the flow. There is no use trying to go against the grain. Don't stamp your foot and demand what you would like to happen, okay? Because you may find that it just doesn't happen, and you know, your inflexibility just means in the long run, you know, you're just going to have to give in anyway. So it's one of those months that you're going to have to just go with the flow. You know, hey, let spontaneity come in if it needs to. Don't concrete your plans in too much, because there may be something more fun and beneficial that's coming up for you both during this period of time. Now, for those that are looking for a romance during this month, yeah, keep your options open. You know, don't have, you know, they have to be tall, dark and handsome, or, you know, blonde, blue eyes and, you know, petite figure. It's nothing like this, okay? What you're finding is that the universe is adjusting some areas of the emotional being, and you may be finding that, you know, where you've probably said, no, I'm never going to do the pub scene, or no, I'm not going to go on a blind date, or no, I'm not going to do this. Guess what? This month you may get that opportunity, and if you do, you never know. You never know what may be opening up, okay? But by staying a little bit flexible, just going with the flow, seeing where the rhythm takes you, you never know what opportunities may be there.